Consider the persons you most admire. It could be a close friend or family member, a boss or professor, or even a well-known athlete or author. We respect those we admire because of their acts, qualities, or accomplishments. Do you think of yourself as respectable? Respect is not something that can be demanded. You gain it over time and keep it by being consistent. However, we can unknowingly do things that diminish or ruin people's regard for us. Here are 11 things to look out for that could cause people to lose respect for you. Number 1. Changing behavior. Everyone acts differently in different situations. That is very normal and socially acceptable behavior. You wouldn't dress like you're in a nightclub during a business meeting, for example. However, your personality and how you treat others should not alter depending on the situation. In other words, if you are only polite, loving, and pleasant to someone while no one else is present, but then insult or ignore them when others are present, they will likely lose respect for you due to your inconsistency and disrespectful behavior. Number 2. Being a speculator. Prevarication is simply another word for lying, but it can also refer to avoiding the truth, being ambiguous, or merely telling half the story. Your words have value, and people's regard for you is proportional to how much they believe what you say. People will doubt your credibility if they discover that you are dishonest. Number 3. Apologies for everything. Excessive apologizing, especially for matters beyond your control, is not only needless, but it may also be irritating. Rather than constantly apologizing, attempt to reframe the situation. Instead of apologizing for missing a deadline at work because you were waiting on someone else, thank your boss for their patience. There's no need to apologize for something that wasn't your fault in this circumstance. What's done is done, and throwing the other person under the bus won't help either. When you're mistaken, admit it. But keep in mind that overdoing it with apologies devalues your words, which can lead to people losing respect for you. Number 4. Being offended easily. Respectable persons are self-assured and do not take themselves too seriously. Others have to be cautious about what they say or do around you if you can't take things lightly or quickly offended by the most innocent jokes. Even if you don't express your feelings verbally, your silence and body language can reveal your displeasure. As a result, you may find that others distance themselves from you. Number 5. Excessive procrastination. You're certain to drop the ball at some time if you constantly put things off until the final minute. When this happens more than once, folks begin to doubt your dependability, which has a detrimental impact on your relationships. It's better to plan ahead of time and keep to a timetable to ensure that you satisfy all of your obligations. After all, one of the most admired characteristics is dependability. 6th. Forcing people. Maybe your parents had you take a bath or get up early for school. However, as a child, you require such guidance in your life. It will assist you in learning how to be a functioning human being on your own. Trying to force someone to take a bath as an adult, on the other hand, could come across as weird. In general, forcing someone to do something they don't want to do can make them feel uneasy and sad. People will lose respect for you if you make them feel this way. Number 7. Adopting a defensive strategy. Do you respond gracefully when someone points out one of your mistakes or flaws, or do you become defensive? Humility is a highly valued quality, and you should be able to accept feedback or criticism without becoming defensive. Consider this: would you rather be correct or respected? Number 8. Allowing others to easily interrupt you. Being interrupted while speaking is a typical pet peeve. If someone does this to you once or twice, you may be able to ignore it. However, if this becomes a trend, you may need to intervene. Allowing someone to constantly interrupt you can make you appear less reputable. Failure to respond to someone's unpleasant interjections gives the impression that you are incapable of standing up for yourself. Point out the inappropriate act politely. They may not even be aware that they are doing it, but you must demonstrate that you know where to draw the line. You're demonstrating to them that you respect yourself, and they should as well. Number 9. In a relationship, consider personal gains. Mutual trust and respect are the foundations of successful professional and personal relationships. You'll come out as selfish if you're always thinking about yourself and how you'll benefit from a scenario, which is neither attractive nor acceptable. Instead, you should consider the best interests of all parties involved and be willing to compromise when required. Number 10. Failure to recognize the boundaries that others have established. Everyone has boundaries, which must be respected. Some people are more private than others, and it is not acceptable to push them beyond their comfort zone. People will perceive you as callous if you are continuously trying their tolerance by probing into their personal matters. If you do it often enough, people may not only lose respect for you, but they may even tell you to mind your own business. Allowing others to disrespect you. Number 11. Have you ever had someone insult you in front of others? It's not a pleasant sensation. It is not only embarrassing, but if you do not speak out about it, others may consider you as weak and regard you less. Disputes and delicate issues are best handled privately, so if someone insults you in public, keep your calm and tell them you'd prefer discuss it at a more appropriate time and place. Standing your ground demonstrates that you are worthy of respect. And by dealing with it gently, you show that you are likewise considerate of others. People will respect you based on your actions and how you allow them to treat you. Respecting yourself and others shows that you deserve it, and others will treat you accordingly. Keep these things in mind so that others will respect you for the beautiful person you are. What are your thoughts? Are you guilty of any of the following? Which one requires the greatest attention? Please let us know in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, and share it with your friends, so we can keep making them. For more videos like this, hit the subscribe button, and remember to click on the notification bell. Also, be sure to check out our other videos as well. Thanks for watching.